everyone, welcome to our channel. This is Martin, I'm Lucas. Today we're checking out one of Martin's presets for the Spark 40 by Positive Grid. Martin, tell us a bit about the preset. What amp are you using?
Well, obviously for ACDC I'm using a Marshall type amp, so I went with the JTM instead of the Plexi model in the Spark. Because one problem I see with many ACDC sounds I find out there is that they use too much gain. And for me the Plexi model in the Spark has quite a lot of gain already and more bass to it. I like the more clearer sound of the JTM model in it, and that's why I've chosen that one.
Okay, and any effects?
Well, I used a short plate reverb on it, just a little bit for the atmosphere, and that's about it. There's nothing more to it. Yeah.
Just for your information, guys, we're here in my basement and we have some natural reverb as well. So yeah, just for your information.
To compare this sounds a little bit better, we're using several recording methods. We are having a Shure MV88 attached to my mobile phone, right where the camera is. We're using that one to record the audio how it's in here.
Yeah,
and
the sound in the room.
Sound in the room. And we also have my Spark directly attached to my notebook. And we're going into the Studio One, right, just plug in and without any effects and everything. And yeah, we'll show some sound samples of it.
We're using different guitars just to show the versatility of the preset. It's an ACDC preset, but you can use it with many different guitars and we're going to show you that.
And also in many different ways. What I advise you to use when you use this preset is a lot with the tone and the volume knobs, especially the volume knob. I've made the preset with my 335 in mind, so I have classic 57s in it. And yeah, that's the base from where we're starting with this preset. So you might want to adjust some things for your guitar, because what we've noticed is the Spark changes quite a bit when you use different guitars and pickups. And I also like this because with this guitar I have a lot of room to play. I've intentionally set the gain on this preset also too high, so when I'm going for the ACDC sound, I'm rolling back the volume to about 7 to 8.
The volume on the amp is cranked, by the way, so that's...
Yeah, also in the room, so the way we're playing down here is we're having the Spark, the output at about 1 to 2 o'clock. So keep that in mind. So also if you're playing on lower volume...
Bedroom
playing, so you might want to reduce the bass on the preset for that. I'm using it mainly with Lucas here in the basement on this volume and with headphones on. And for this, so you have an idea how it sounds with the headphones on, we've also set it up so it goes directly into the Studio One. I hope this gives a better idea how it sounds with headphones and in the room when using the Spark.
Before we go to the sound samples, one last question. Where can they find it, or how can they find it in the Spark store?
Obviously in the Tone Cloud. You can find it just by typing in the letters MGM and searching on the tags. I tag my presets. I also try to give advice how I've recorded the presets. So you will find on most of these presets the settings I'm using on my guitar and how I intended it to be used.
Great. Now to the sound samples. welcome back. We hope you liked the sound samples. I think you could hear a really big difference between the mic, the recording in the room, or the direct recording to the laptop. It's quite a big difference, especially in terms of high and low end.
We were surprised ourselves with this. I was not expecting to have such a huge difference, especially at this volume. That's also, you may have noticed I have turned down the tone pretty much in all my settings, and I was not expecting to have this much of a difference in the recording software in the end. Otherwise, when I'm playing with my headphones on, I'm having it usually not reduced with the tone. Obviously, here in the room we had the Spark as our feedback, and we used that one to adjust our volume and our tone.
So if you play loud with the Spark, you really have to consider that there's much more treble, and the bass is like a little bit in the background. If you turn the volume of the Spark, the overall volume down, then it's more bass heavy.
Yeah, I noticed this especially because when we finished this, I tried it again at home, and
with headphones.
Without headphones.
Without headphones, okay.
On low volume, and it really was muddy. Way more though than we had in the recording now directly through the DI. So with headphones on, I usually have the tone pretty much turned up. Eventually we need to redo this maybe sometime else with the full tone on and see. So you have a better reference eventually.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for today. Please leave us a comment if you like this format, and
and also if you liked that we did it directly through the DI and also with the room recording, this is good. If you want only to have one of those recordings, if it's not interesting to you how they sound through the different interfaces. And
see you in the next video. Bye.
See you. Bye.